The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it here. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Fires left. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Drops back on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hosley. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, though that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Looks it in. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick give, it's Frazier. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
To the air, it's Stockton. They're all over it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Hands it off. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Hosley. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball, they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying it.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the tight end. Follows his blocks. It's Bowens. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. back to throw. It's Stockton. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Extending the play. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to... He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets the back moving. Now on the move. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on 3rd down. I know it's early. 3rd play of this drive, but picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
Right side, it's Allen. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gives it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Fresh set of downs going up top. On over the middle. It's Addison. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Looking for space. It's Hosley. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Addison. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Hosley. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Might as well run him again. Makes his man miss. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. And now everybody coming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Finds his target. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And
looking to take a shot. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. They'll run the screen. He's down right there, short gain on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Throwing right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scoring.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That time, as both teams head into the locker room, we're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Look out! Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Humphries. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's changing the play. Looking to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Oh, he's got some space. He now has 111 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Stockton. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that might be the break that the defense needed to try and claw their way back into this game. The offense is sitting there in the red zone, David. Touchdown there. This game feels like it's going to be over. What a great job and phenomenal effort getting the turnover and giving some life back into their sideline.
Man, that's the only way they really could have got back in this football game. And as a quarterback, you have to know that. I can't make the critical mistake. I've got to get points. He makes the mistake, and who knows where this game goes now.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's right up on the receivers. On play action. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and it gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out wide left, it's Frazier. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's a give to Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Drops back. It's Stockton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Hunt is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Sells to fake. Left side is Hosley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Turns into the pile. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to... And it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. On the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Addison. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Frazier. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Plows his way ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Frazier again. Past the 30. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they...
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this up...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Stockton. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The screen, he's got wheels. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops. And
he's in! Touchdown, Dogs! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Running inside, it's Hosley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out wide right, it's Harris. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
On the run, fires downfield. With the catch, it's Mays. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Snapped on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Unleashes it on the run. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. The 50, the 40. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Hosley. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.